Good evening and welcome to the PTA Principal Report for December 3rd, 2020. I like to pre-record these videos so that I can share them with the community, just in case if you were not able to make it to the PTA meeting, this information was shared by me. Attendance, I start off every month with attendance, just giving you an update on attendance. As you can see, the month of November, we've had our best attendance thus far for the 2020-2021 school year, so that's good. That's a step in the positive direction. We continue to monitor attendance. Mary Ann Brescia in our front office, she's our attendance secretary, so she's the one that is tracking that information. And then her and myself are holding SART meetings, which is School Attendance Review Team. We meet with parents of students who are, their attendance is not where we want to see it, and we meet and we discuss attendance. We discuss the ramifications of attendance, and we just come up with a plan to help support the student and the family, make sure they're in school each and every day on time and stay for the duration of the time. And then we also have a DART, which is District Attendance Review Team. And so if the School Attendance Review Team can't come up to a decision and that doesn't help students come to school each and every day, then they can be referred to DART. Report cards are now available, so if you do not have a report card, if you have not seen them, they are available now on HomeLink. If for some reason you can't get on the HomeLink, please give us a call here in the front office, and we can help navigate that for you. And if for some reason you're really struggling, we can always print that off for you as well. Report cards are now available, and it's pretty easy to get there through HomeLink. But if you have any questions, please give us a call here in the office. And video messages. I'm going to continue with video messages through all of this. My goal is over the next coming weeks to start taking some more video within classrooms to show you how classrooms are set up and what we are doing to ensure that everybody is staying safe when we do return to school during this pandemic. Parent Square. If you have not received an invitation from me, you will. I continue to send invitations for Parent Square. I highly suggest you create an account for Parent Square. That way you can stay up to date with school information. It will become a one-stop shop for all school communication. This year it's just going to be the communication coming from me. Some teachers might pick it up here and there, but they don't have to. Next year we will be using this as our main communication tool as a district-wide. Campuses are still closed for public access. Sometimes I get a message or an email at night, hey, what's happening on campus? No sanctioned events are happening on campus. People really shouldn't be on our campuses. They are still closed. Our playground, our play structures did not open when the city play structures open at city parks. Ours did not. They are still 100% closed, and so I ask that you abide by that and you don't spend time here on our campus. So our return to school plan, I know that many people have a question about, when or how will school look like when we return into a hybrid? Well, currently we are in a purple tier in the state, in Contra Costa County, and as delineated by Governor Newsom. So right now, at this point in time, the only way that schools could reopen is under a waiver. If you've been watching the school board meetings, Dr. Clark has said he had no plan to file a waiver. So there will be conversation at the next board meeting, which is December 14th, about that. Previously, at a previous board meeting, the board did vote to return to in-person learning in a phased approach starting January 11, 2021. Dr. Clark, it is anticipated that Dr. Clark and the board will have further discussion on December 14th about reopening, and there may be a new recommendation to the board, and the board may take action on that. There will be two new board members that are two board member trustees that will be sworn in at the December 14th meeting. And so that it's really important for the community to check in with that. I know I personally get a lot of emails, my staff gets a lot of emails from parents asking them, hey, what is this going to look like? What is it going to happen? That is 100% decided by the board. The board must take action and must give guidance to the district on that. So that would be where you would want to go and what you would want to watch. Just make sure that you are staying up to date with that information. The plan will be negotiated. Nothing is finalized right now. I know I've heard from quite a few staff members and and parents that, hey, this is what school's going to look like, this is what's going to happen. Well, at this point in time, that's still too early to say, because we come up with the best laid plans possible, and then by next week, everything in the state of California could change, and there'd be new recommendation, new guidance, new requirements in order for schools to be open. So at this point in time, it is kind of a wait and see approach. Once we get direction from the board, and then they are negotiated with our different labor partners, then we can give you more guidance on exactly what that will look like. Some people have asked, what's happening with the binding surveys. I didn't receive a binding survey. At this point in time, Dr. Clark has halted those just so that he can make sure he gets as much information out as possible. With his newest hybrid schedule proposal, that would allow for less classroom shifting, which meant that the binding survey wasn't as pertinent to send out right away and to have returned back, just so people can get more information before making that decision. This is the schedule that was shared by the superintendent and his team to the board and to the community, with daily live interaction each and every morning. The Zoom calls will not go from 8 to 11 solid. There will be a time within that period of Zoom. I know that I don't think anybody would argue that a 3-hour Zoom call would be just too much. So we have to look and see how can we break that up. Can we put breaks in there, whatever that may be. And then there would be a lunch period, transition time, and then from 12 to 2:30 on Monday and Tuesday, you can see that's in-person learning for Group A. And then what is Group B, and what are the 100% distance learning students doing during that time? They're doing asynchronous work. And so remember, asynchronous work is work that you don't have face-to-face, or you don't have communication, two-way communication with another individual, with their teacher. So that might be working on project, working on assignments, maybe that's working on a computer program, whatever that may be, but that would not be in-person two-way communication. Safety, we continue to monitor our safety here on our campus. One of my goals is to keep our staff, our community, and our students as safe as possible. We do have tons of PPE here on campus. We have face shields, thermometers. We're coming up with different plans on how we're going to clean our playgrounds when we come back. We're looking at water fountains being turned off, closed. Our classrooms are being set up. Huge shout out to our custodial staff. They really made the classroom changes happen over Thanksgiving break, where teachers didn't have to be here, so they weren't in the classrooms, which allowed our custodial staff to kind of move things around and make that happen for them. I continue to urge and require any member of the community or staff coming onto campus must be wearing a face covering. This goes for students and adults. I know that we do have some different members of our community that refuse to do that. Unfortunately, that you are not allowed to come onto our campus if you cannot comply with a health order. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. But like I said before, my goal, and I will not stop fighting, to keep my staff, my community, and our students safe each and every day, regardless if we're in distance learning or if we're in person. So if you have any issues with that, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to discuss that with you. And we can discuss options on that. And once again, just want to say thank you. I know that this is not the year that anybody thought. This is not the year that you wanted, and it's not the year that any of us hoped for, but we're going to make the best out of it. There's two ways to approach this. One is with a positive attitude. One was with a negative. I'm going to take the positive attitude each and every day, because I guarantee you we can get further together than we can apart. So once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to fly the Hawk way, and have a great day.